IRCC updates ExpressEntry proof of funds requirement. Welcome to Canada ExpressEntry News. This is where we bring you the latest Canada ExpressEntry immigration news and updates. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our Canada immigration news, information, tips, and updates. The proof of finances prerequisite for ExpressEntry candidates has been updated by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. The modification went into effect on April 25 and was announced on the IRCC website today, May 2. The quantity of proof of funds is changed annually. The amount is calculated by IRCC using 50% of the low-income cutoff amounts. You must update the settlement fund numbers in your ExpressEntry profile in order to maintain your eligibility. Proof of funds proves that you have the resources necessary to live comfortably in Canada. Any applicant who is given the invitation to apply, IDA, following an ExpressEntry draw must be able to provide written documentation proving they have this funding. Any applicant for the Canadian Experience class, however, is exempt from having to demonstrate that they have the resources to support themselves and their family. A candidate for ExpressEntry who has a legitimate employment offer and is qualified to work in Canada is also exempt. This holds true regardless of whether you submit your application through the Federal Skilled Worker Program or the Federal Skilled Trades Program. WHO needs proof of funds? In order to comply with the basic standards of the Immigrating Program, Federal Skilled Workers Program and Federal Skilled Trades Program. How much cash do you require? Depending on how big a family a candidate has, different amounts of money are needed. A family includes you, your spouse or common law partner, any dependent children you have, and any dependent children of your spouse or common law partner. It is very important to include your spouse or common law partner and dependent children, even if they are Canadian citizens or permanent residents not coming to Canada with you. Documents you need to show proof of funds. To demonstrate that you have the funds necessary to pay, you must obtain formal letters from any banks or other financial organizations where you have an account. These letters must be composed in English and printed on the letterhead of the financial institution. The address, phone number, and email address of the bank or other organization. Your name, your outstanding debts, including loans and credit card obligations. The following information must be contained for each of your active banking and investing accounts with them. Account numbers, opening dates for each account, current balances and average balances over the previous 6 months. According to IRCC, your assets must be accessible to you both when you submit and you receive a visa for permanent residence. When you get to Canada, you must be able to prove to IRCC that you have permission to use the funds. Furthermore, even if your family members aren't traveling to Canada with you, you must be able to use this money to cover their living expenses. You can include any funds held in a joint account if your spouse or other significant other is traveling with you. If your spouse has money in a different account, you might be allowed to claim it, but you'll need to show that you have access to it when you need it. How much should I bring with me to Canada? The cost of living varies greatly across Canada. The cost of living is typically higher in big cities like Toronto and Vancouver than in smaller places. You should bring as much cash as you can, according to the IRCC. This will make moving to Canada and finding a home simpler. The agency points out that if you are carrying more than $10,000 into Canada, you must inform the border guard when you arrive. If you don't declare anything beyond that, you risk a fine and having your money taken. Cash and papers proving that you are entitled to property or capital, such as securities, bonds, debentures, and treasury bills. It also contains papers that are receivable to you and promises to pay a specific sum of money, including bank drafts and checks, traveler's checks and money orders. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more Canada ExpressEntry news and updates like this one. See you in our next video.